Welcome to the Universe Streams channel. I'm Anna. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and for your help and support for this channel. The cards are already falling out by themselves, and something has started to go wrong. The card says that something upset you in the past, and now, look, it's like a loss is happening, but now you see it differently. The tension rose, then faded, and the cards just jumped out themselves for your reading. For your reading, it really shows the past. What is it? It feels like I lost, right? Something didn't go right. Maybe you were late somewhere. Well, something just didn't go as planned. Some kind of upsetting news. Let's ask what this is. How do the cards depict you? Well, that's the past. Do you see things differently now? I'll say it again, yes. Because something is kind of upsetting, right? Well, look, the situation has changed now. The World card came up for you, thank God, my dear girls. It's just that here we have something about the past, about something negative. The Six of Cups is reversed. Just look at that, yes. So the girl is happy, everything in her past is good, with friends and all, and she keeps returning to that past. Well, the dog represents returning to the past. She always thinks positively about it. But you see, you had something reversed, like it looked like a loss. But now it's completely different, and now there's peace now. Either someone gave you some information, or you made up with someone. This could be about friends. It's the card of friends. Children, the Six of Cups. It can mean, well, something from the past in a big way. And here we also have the World card. Yes, this can indicate something on a global scale. Well, if we go through it little by little, it's about children. People I already know well, so it's about what I already know, right? Here is some kind of resource, some kind of creativity. In general, now there is some good information coming in about this. Maybe you made an agreement with someone, reconciled, or received some information. And this expands your opportunities, expands your worldview. Your worldview about what? Well, about that dilemma you were thinking about. Somehow a solution came to you, I don't know, right? So some kind of solution has come. You talked about this, and you are still talking about it. That's it. What a story. It's here. Look, yes, the upsetting cycle is over. A brighter cycle has begun. Somewhere you've made a decision, and you like it. And for some reason, the conversations keep going. And about the past, and about the future at the same time. They show you in a very good light. I'm asking as the Hierophant. Here. What can I say? And people are drawn to you as they are to a priest. You're a teacher. People come to you as if for confession. So someone might tell you something, even older relatives. That's the kind of family card you've been dealt. Anyone, yes, could be drawn to you at work with some problems, issues, to confide in you. Well, they also tell you good things, because you have, look, this cycle. So you end up hearing both good things and, like rumors. Yes, some things keep coming, both good and bad, because here there are two keys, one from hell and one from heaven. Well, obviously, if someone comes in upset, feeling down, you probably give them some advice. Well, or maybe you just listen like a wise person. That helps too. It completes the cycle. Maybe you just talk, yeah. Even some kind of superficial conversation, maybe. And people already start to feel better. And you can complain here too. Complain. Because all the cards say it's like something is continuing. There is a continuation in two areas of life. Swords, look. Swords, swords, swords. Two of swords. There's still something about roads on your mind. You're saying it's too early. Or maybe I still can't do something yet. But it's already decided. There is some kind of decision here. Something has been resolved. And it's been resolved for the better. Maybe you made this decision yourself. All right. You know, it's interesting. This is already our second spread like this. Even the third spread. It's like it's being laid out in the middle. Do you notice that? The major arcana are being laid out in the middle. And it's like there's something on the edges. Like before, it was as if you were making a choice. If you haven't seen the previous spreads, you can take a look. The second to last one, the last two. The configuration was exactly the same. It's like you kept making a choice over and over again. But now it feels like it's in the past. In other words, the choice has been made. And moreover, everything seems to have worked out well. But the future still remains uncertain. It feels like it's too early to talk about it. It's still a bit too early. Maybe it's too soon to judge. Editor. It's too soon to celebrate. Editor, it's too soon to be happy about anything. We need to keep talking about this. Editor. We need to open the way forward. This Three of Swords is reversed. We need to look into this situation further. It's still too early to say anything, although there's a lot to say about it. About some kind of transition. Listen, the transition is happening for the better. You understand this perfectly well. Two of Coins. Look at how beautiful this transition is. You know a transition is happening. Look. What was going on here? There was an entrance to the past. This is already your past. And you changed something. You did it and improved that very past. Look, it upset you. Maybe you even became somewhat dependent. Look, the Nine of Coins is reversed, right under the card of the past. Someone could have solved it. Or maybe some money had to be paid. Well, I'm definitely talking about money. There was definitely some kind of financial issue. Or like being dependent on something. Like dependence. Like I depended on something. Where do I invest my time? Or from the people I'm teaching, the people I'm passing something on to. Look, right here, if you're the senior one, you've passed something on to someone, or an assistant. Look, you're the senior one, and let's say you have assistants. You don't necessarily have to be older. Maybe you paid someone for something, paid for something, told someone to do something. Like, you told your kids to do something. Yeah, well, it's like I'm dependent on someone. Dependence depends on, it's like I depend on these people. For example, I have an accountant. I pay him for his work. This accountant may be younger than me, but since you pay him, you're the senior one, right? And you need things to be done in a traditional way, as if it's impossible to do something differently. And you depend on that. Yes. Well, or if, let's say, someone is senior to you, like a boss, or even your parents, by the way, that fits here too. Some teachers, yes. So as a student, I depend on that. I depend on it. There's some kind of story here. But you did it really well. Well, or somehow this story turned out, well, in a positive way. Look, it's already moving towards stability, as if some kind of crisis has ended. It's moving toward harmony, toward balance. The Six of Coins came up, so I decided to clarify here. Well, here it is. You had to say no to something and yes to something else, maybe to someone. But that's exactly what brought some story into harmony, and now he's moving forward. By the way, it's been a long time since I named a spread, but I go live much less often now. I don't get to go live as often now. I used to do it very often. And these topics used to come up one after another all the time. I haven't done this topic in a long time. It's been banging at the door, right on the doorstep. So, you're going somewhere. You're in some kind of transition, right? The transition to something better has happened, and you've harmonized it. Here, it says the time hasn't come yet. The time hasn't come yet. Let me probably go with Cancer. Let's try laying it out on the oracle. Approximately. Let's try. So what happened here? Let's ask like this. I'll put it right in the middle of the oracle. Snow, Garden, Virgo. Death. The transformation has occurred. An end to blocked paths. A path has opened up for you. Some new opportunities have opened up. But through a painful situation, you had to pull yourself together and solve something here, as I understand it. Work through Taurus. Look, Virgo opens for us and Taurus closes it. You opened some kind of path for yourself through transformation. It was a painful transformation for you, I'll say that right away. It's connected. Two areas of life it's showing clearly. It's some kind of routine. About work. It's routine. Health. Pets, dogs, cats. Helpers and where you help. See, it's not for nothing. That's why the Hierophant card came up here. And it's not for nothing that this card came up. The world, it's a cycle. Sometimes we are the helpers. Sometimes we are helped. Thank you. Shouldn't be able to. But it's very good that you have opened some kind of path. Where does the path lead? Well, to work on it further. Either it's with loved ones, or it's directly about finances, earnings, or your body, your beauty. What is Taurus responsible for? For all our resources, whatever they may be. So Virgo is responsible for the 6th house of the horoscope. This is the 2nd house of the horoscope. It's all resources, starting from life energy. From inspiration, all this energy that we were born with. This is how we earn money. This is the house of finances. We work, we sell our labor. Or at home, we do something for our loved ones, for ourselves. We're ready to invest in this and work hard. We create a comfort zone. This is everything we have. Everything you have. You just opened the door to somewhere. But there was stress. Maybe, by the way, there may be stress around health, but it's still stress. Look, maybe it's not as strong as I see it. Subtitles. It's just Virgo, I would say. The stress isn't so visible. Maybe no one sees it as strongly as you do, this stress. So for other people, basically, everything seems normal with you, and only you notice that there was this kind of stress here. Or maybe, really, it's not that big. Let's ask. After all, this is a general reading, and I won't make any definite statements here. Virgo gives some kind of invisibility, a bit of ordinariness. Maybe you tell yourself, well, something is always happening to me. You've already gotten used to it. That could be the case too, because this is a card of everyday life. Transformations are an ordinary thing. Or maybe they've been happening to you for a long time already. They just keep going, 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 and going. And there seems to be no end in sight. What does it look like for you? Well, still, in the overall picture, what does it look like? Well, for some people, it sounds exactly like that. The man they loved passed away, or they got divorced. So the death card is here too, thanks. And that's when it all started for me. My loved one, or we got divorced, because the Ten of Pentacles was reversed. Or the man I love isn't by my side. And because of that, something in my everyday life just doesn't feel right. Thank you. How else could this be for you? Well, then it started quite a while ago. And honestly, it's been some kind of everyday stress for a long time now. But for now, thank you. It still shows me the structure, maybe of the family. Maybe a child moved away, by the way. Everyday life. Everyday life is changing. The child moved away, male, yes. Ancestral transformation. And that's it. So there's a separation from relatives. Some kind of transition is happening. It's really an ancestral transformation. And again, this card says that it could be, this card indicates illness. And this card indicates illness too. Look, pain. And regarding Taurus, I can say this. These are people you love. They are included here too. And it definitely affects finances 100%. That is, everything related to this also affects finances. But still, for me, it's like, this card, it doesn't come together quickly. It's the structure of the family. That's why I said that this is some kind of long-standing stress. It's just going on automatically. I would say it's already become something routine. So then, what happened recently after all? Well, apparently it was also one of these stresses. But it doesn't seem as vivid to you anymore. That's more how it is for me. Well, changes. Changes where you keep your cool. Even though you're moving in the dark, you just try to act wisely. These changes have been occurring for a long time. Look at it differently, yes. Well, sometimes it feels like you're the one being punished. That's exactly what the card is called, punished. It's like some kind of punishment. Well, this whole thing happened again. And you know 100% that you've improved. Here it is. This is the only card in the Suit of Swords that shows improvement. And this same card says that another victory is barreling towards you. Here you made a decision. Initially, it was stressful. Now, even after deciding, you're still discussing it. This has already been decided. And this same card shows that victory awaits you. That's what's rushing toward you. This is the next victory. And here we have, look, the Six of Swords leads to the Six of Wands. It's just that in this card, it's like you're saying the time hasn't come yet. Something is still unclear. Something else needs to be done, finished. And yes, here it comes. Let's see what exactly is coming to you.
Спешит.
I'll remove it. I'll shuffle this deck. We'll use it to clarify things. It's knocking. It's rattling. It's standing at the doorstep. That it has already begun. Some kind of game has started. Well, this is really a surprise card. A surprise is waiting for you very, very soon, because you have already entered this game. You have thrown these dice. They're already in the air. So you've already done something. And right here, at the very beginning, during your signification, the cards showed us that you've already gotten involved in something, in some kind of cycle. What is it? You've gotten involved and the game is already on. And here, you can really win. Well, it's kind of a fateful game that's going on. All right. A surprise awaits you. What surprise awaits you very, very soon? Well, the game has already started. We've already asked. So what's approaching in this game? The barrenness card is reversing. You will reap the fruits of certain actions, certain decisions. I would say those decisions. Actions. Because there are too many sword cards. And you still keep talking about it. Fruits, fruits. Fruits. And for fruits, the child card actually came up. Fruits. Well, in the Oracle deck, it really can be a child. A child might have some surprises, some good ones. So what kind of fruit? Well, the fruit of our loins, yes, that's also children. For some people, in the literal sense, something very good will happen to their children. Why good? Because a child always gives roses. For you, it will mostly be the fruits of your decisions here. Thank you. A child grows up slowly. You always have to take care of a child, yes. If it's your own creation, not just a child. I have a feeling that if you have children, then something will happen for both you and your children. Because here, it's like some kind of period of infertility is even turning around. That is, something will bear fruit. Well, maybe someone will harvest the crop. You've already planted the seeds. That is, the game has already started. Something has already begun. Yes, the sprouts are coming up, and everything else. Here they are. Your little ones will bear fruit. But that's very little. Yes, very little. And it's still a surprise. There will even be some unexpected fruits here. Continuation. Unexpected fruits. Resourcefulness for entrepreneurs. The fox is, by itself, a very neutral card. It doesn't say anything bad. The cards next to it usually indicate what will happen here. Right here next to it is a very good card. Most likely, you will have to show initiative, even if you are not an entrepreneur. For entrepreneurs, this will have a very strong effect. Well, something really significant. It's the card of entrepreneurs. But all of us make some kind of effort in our lives. At work, at home, with paperwork, with documents. It doesn't matter, even with household chores. We show some initiative, some resourcefulness. So that, as I see it, there is growth here. Growth, well, if these are some business projects, so that there is a project. If it's some household matters, then most likely you'll be doing something for the children. Editor. We need to reveal it. Let's draw one more card to get a clearer read on the fox. Resourcefulness. Editor. Open something to open something faster. I wanted to reveal the little fox, but the fox is unlocking it for us. She doesn't close anything. She's opening something. To open up opportunities for your entrepreneurship, for your initiative. I don't know, for growth as an entrepreneur. For your own business project. A child might discover something new. So, let me ask you directly if you have children. If you have children. Right now, this question is just for you. The child might have some kind of registration. Official matters are involved. Well, a child can actually get married, buy real estate, or officially get a job. Official matters are legal matters. It's everything related to documents. Get a driver's license, register as a sole proprietor, receive or apply for, let's say, some government subsidies. For example, if you have small children, you might need to get them into kindergarten or to school. It's provided by the government. The state pays for it. It doesn't even matter which country, by the way. The government allocates funds for this. Well, when they're older, maybe they'll get some kind of grant for education. Well, or maybe they'll get a job or something else. That's for the kids. If you have it, that's good. Well, there's some fairness when it comes to a child. Well, you'll obviously be proud. It's just human nature when you look at it that way. Well, she found a job, he found a job, yes. Or even if the child, let's say, doesn't get married. But if someone proposes to your child, it's very nice, yes. Like, look at the child I raised. It's so pleasant. To move around, to turn around, according to this card. Can there be a car or not? There can be. Maybe for entrepreneurs, yes. Maybe something that gets registered. Maybe means of communication, transportation, something like that could be. Maybe this opens up paths here. It still opens paths to the future for children. Let's do it this way. If this is some kind of new business of yours, well, here, most likely, you'll get some government papers. Because it's bureaucracy, something related to bureaucrats. Or these are people working for the government. And here, surgeons are mentioned directly. It's mentioned here directly. Well, doctors, lawyers, maybe government employees,
Um,
notaries,
hmm.
and a smart person. Something might be connected with men. Something new with men. If this is for you, a new door is opening. Into the 10 of coins. Into the 10 of coins. Into earnings that will later form the foundation. For you, a new income stream may develop. Or marriage to a man. Living with a man, a smart one. Some kind of foundation is being built, a new path. A transition, well, for example, with a man, moving into a marital relationship, into some kind of foundation. Starting a family. But still, the forest came up. Well, maybe, how about this then? Look, for you, if you read, it's more like a way to earn money. But if you only read it as a love situation, well, there's not much of a love theme here, you know? In that case, the man is an entrepreneur. And there definitely won't be an enterprising man here. There definitely won't be any lovey-dovey stuff here. Do you know what will be here? Here, it's more like we're two partners moving forward. That's how it feels to me. Some new beginnings for the long term. A new activity in partnership for the long term. That's it. Wisdom, calmness, where we don't bother each other, even where we give to each other. Well, in one case, it's just work. I'll say it again, directly. All the cards that came up are very logical. And in the other case, if it's a marital relationship, well, it's exactly when no one intrudes on me too much, and I don't intrude too much either. We're two very smart partners. For the long term. That's it. This is what comes up here. I was looking at this for you, but still, overall, the card itself, yes, it points more to some kind of business venture. Uh-huh. Let's lay out one more card here. Uh-huh. It opens up new paths, yes, towards happiness, joy, and clarity, and towards achieving certain goals. A surprise is waiting for you. All right. Usually, this is the surprise. Almo. It'll start something that'll last at least a month. Or maybe summer. Summer, the heat, when all of this will really stand out here. But in general, the sun gives you a year of events, like a yearly solar arcana. Subtitles by Ito. It's a bright surprise. And again, we have Leo coming up here. To the goals. Leo rules. The fifth house of the horoscope. Well, for some people, all these arcana that come up, that show astrology, maybe they directly show the person and their zodiac sign. I didn't specify. Yes, sorry about that. I'll just repeat myself now. But in general, each zodiac sign rules a certain house in the horoscope. Or it brings something into you, what it brings to you. Yes, like it can bring a bright person, a noble person, meaning the person has good roots, or a person who has some bright goal. He will clarify this bright goal. The unexpected still comes through your goals. And this story, it just opens things up wide. Yes, that's Leo. The fifth house of the horoscope is your children again. Yes, unexpected things may happen with your children. Maybe if you have kids, by the way, someone might unexpectedly get pregnant. To meet a man to have children with in the future, because everything here is about the future. This story will develop for a long time for you, and soon it will start unexpectedly bringing you surprises. The only thing is, this matter that came up as our first card, it really does bring unexpected things, and you never know what kind. It's like going to a casino. That is, you can win a large amount of money there, or a small amount. You can either win or lose money, either just a little or a lot. But so far, our whole story is about the fact that, yes, you'll have to move around a bit, and this will open doors to some kind of clarity, to some new paths. Look, this lock here, yes, it opens somewhere. Still, there will be some kind of resource. Fruits. There will be fruits here, and a child is a wonderful outcome. The fifth house of the horoscope. Romantic relationships. If you want a romantic relationships can come here. And then there will be a businessman. A new businessman, a fertile man then. Suddenly, roads will open up through the knowledge of some prolific entrepreneur. That is, he may have several types of activities or something else. Children are represented by the fifth house of the horoscope. Our children, sports achievements. If you, well, then here, there will be some surprise regarding sports achievements. Maybe you went somewhere there. Maybe a fitness club, or recovering from surgery, working on something there. You will achieve great results and fully reach your goal. This will make you happy for at least a month, maybe even a whole year. Well, overall, this means fully achieving your goals. What else about the fifth house? It's a creative process, and entrepreneurs are very creative people. You have to twist and turn, make all kinds of efforts for your business to thrive. Yes. For things to keep improving. To bear fruit, yes. It also shows that something is still waiting for you. Well, something fruitful, I would say. The only thing is, foxes always close the doors. But it's not for nothing that the fox opens doors. She always gets what she wants. She will always figure things out. No matter who tries to close doors on her, she'll still get in there and get what she wants. What? At the doorstep, yes. What is already standing at your doorstep? Some unexpected news. Expect unexpected news, maybe even from men. Oh, management. Oh, the authorities. Well, this card here, they're all in a row, right? The sun, Leo. You'll hear something unexpected about the authorities here. And I'll say, you'll hear quite a lot, actually. Maybe there will be some new laws. Maybe you'll hear some new background information. Or about men, or about the bosses. Let's ask. The masks will come off. Well, next to a card like this, most often it means those in power. Well, still. If it's not the authorities, well, the authorities will definitely be here 100%. It's just that right now, we already hear so much about them. From every, as they say, receiver. Yes. From every radio, TV, laptop, phone, everywhere they're talking about the authorities. If it's the boss, a real boss, male or female, a person, maybe, well, or a man. Like there's an underlying motive or some kind of plan. As if they might change the plans. As if
Люди.
these people didn't talk about why they were changing their plans. It seemed like they were trying to do something behind your back. By the way, this is given to you for your own good. Because there are people behind your back. They wanted to change some plans. For some reason, their plans weren't supported. Well, I mean, people might not have said everything, that's what I think. To get greater financial gain. Like saying something here and there, but not saying everything. You know, it's like they only told half of it. To only tell half of it. It's like they didn't really lie. You see what's going on here? It's as if they didn't lie, but there's something going on behind the scenes, just for their own gain. That's how it sounds. Well, yes, you'll find out about their work, about what they're doing. This is really for your own good. Expect news, unexpected news. If there are important news from the authorities, those will be important news for you as well. Yes, it will also bring some kind of harmony, so that you can make the right decision related to your past investments. Clearly some kind of financial investments, where you have already achieved certain goals, so that it's clear what to do with it, how to preserve it, so that you can take wise steps moving forward. This is something related to the past. Yes, you will learn something, and it will be for your benefit. It will give you strength. The strength card came up. This is strength, energy. Maybe you will learn how to do something in a balanced way. Well, I don't know. It's about what you had before. Some kind of income, investments, I don't know. An apartment, a car, something that's already yours. And maybe you'll find this out in a harmonious way. Maybe you'll have to act fast. Some kind of strength. Gather your strength and do something about it. To protect, by the way, to channel it into a harmonious direction, this is given to you for your benefit. Look, you are given strength. Maybe inspiration will appear right away. To take action regarding the past. Well, yes, to act. The Princess of Wands comes up. Into the King of Pentacles. Well, towards values. That's what they're simply saying. Or towards valuable people who can do something with values, who can resolve something. This information will come through, as if there's something left unsaid. Subtitles. There was or will be something. Well, in general, stay tuned for news. What's next? What? Has something already started? It's knocking and rumbling at the doorstep, just standing there. It's coming closer to you. The roads are opening up again. Maybe there's a new road. You'll go down new roads in new directions. Your child will have some kind of new path. Well, let's lay it out for the child again. The child has a victory, bouquet, some kind of reward. Maybe the child will get some kind of gift. They will finish something well. Studies, work, I don't know. Maybe they'll get a bonus. It depends. In general, a victory awaits the child. Excellent. For you, there are some new promising roads. Oh, they're so lucky for you. Clover came up for you. Now, if it's for a child, bouquet comes up. And these cards are somewhat similar. Bouquet doesn't last long either. They might give a bouquet, or give some kind of prize. Maybe win something, finish something. They might give some kind of award, or offer praise. And just as quickly, it fades away. Well, for about a week, everyone talks about it. But Clover, luck from higher powers. In new directions, on new paths, in new beginnings. And we don't really notice it that much. But it's exactly this that adds something good to our lives every day. I don't know, maybe you have a new lucky path, a new fortunate acquisition. Somewhere you'll save money, somewhere else you'll buy something cheaper. I don't know, maybe you'll pay well for something, some kind of acquisitions. Some new acquisitions, very fortunate ones, it's possible. Well, what else is there for you? Go ahead. For you. What else? You'll manage to buy the tickets. Maybe it's like a dead end here. Suddenly it opens up. But it's in the details, in the new one. You see, Aries is in the new one, once again for you. What am I laying out with?
А,
These cards are good. Aries is the house of personality. For yourself personally.
называется.
Maybe you'll earn a little money, something very important and significant on a new path. And for yourself personally. This is really just for yourself. Ah, maybe it really is Aries in sports. Again on new paths. Again traveling, moving somewhere. The first. Luck. Well, this is something important personally for you. Just Aries rules the first house of the horoscope. If we put it that way, maybe you'll be lucky with a man, with someone. Well, here it's probably luck. Well, let's say with a man. It's masculine energy, but it feels like it's personally important to me. That's how it sounds. If there are still some men here, or maybe cars, because Mars rules cars, there could be some. Something valuable. The cards are just talking about some kind of values again. A valuable person whom you will appreciate. A dream comes true for you personally. That's how the cards answered. A dream comes true for you personally. That's how it sounds. Let's leave it at that. I tried to explain, but it basically says the same thing. But this is truly help from higher powers. And you probably help your own children very well. It's not for nothing that your children's souls chose you. You already help your children very well. Thank you.
Так.
What is knocking, rumbling, standing at the doorstep, approaching you? What you need to know? About a certain time when you'll have to hustle. With the fox, you'll need to use your resourcefulness and ingenuity. Because not all doors will be open. Because the fox, I'll say again, marks a very, very important time. Here it points to the importance of this time. Yes, you'll have to hustle, but it's this time that will bring some valuable resources. And it will bear fruit for you.
А,
It will bring a new chapter in your life. Maybe learning will open new paths. Some knowledge will open new paths. A chapter. You don't know about it yet. That's exactly what the card says. The book always means you don't know about it yet. And even at the time when all this begins, something has already started for you. We just looked at your significator, and the whole significator reading was showing that you have already done something, and you are still continuing to talk about it. So the book always says you don't know this yet. But the roads, because you've already gotten involved in something, the game of life has begun. It's already impossible to stop it. These dice are already flying through the air. And here, you don't know it yet, but this road is already open. You will reach your goal, but the card that came up is burden. Maybe it seems to you now that it will be hard, difficult. Maybe it really will be hard, not so easy. Let's reveal what it is. Because look, here is direct joy and purpose, and I clarify it, and it's mine. I will carry it no matter how hard it is for me, because it's simultaneous joy, and I want to carry it. I need it. What is it? It's a change or some kind of trip. Maybe it's means of communication and transportation, the sailboat. But the sailboat changes everything for the better. Always in Lenormand, this is the astrological Lenormand. A sailboat always changes everything for the better. It can show the way. It can represent a means of transportation, means of communication and movement.
А,
The sailboat also represents the third house of the horoscope. That is, these are people we talk to all the time, whether it's on the phone, on a laptop, I don't know, in the neighborhood, at work. But this is exactly what changes something, and you don't want that. So here, some kind of loaded ship will set off. That is, with your life and your goals, you will clearly set out to do something and change things for the better. A heavy burden, yes, like a loaded ship, as if I know, here is the goal, I see the goal. That is, some kind of navigation has been set, and you are already talking about this now. But this book says something. Something will happen here, something you don't know yet.
идти.
And it will all start with some kind of, yes, surprise, which will then reveal another surprise. One surprise will reveal another surprise. The chariot comes up as a ship for us, yes. The chariot comes up as a ship for us. And it's true, the star, a heavy burden. But it's my star. It's my star. I want this. This is my dream. Look, the sun is the closest star. And here I am. I'll carry this whole sky. I want this because these are my dreams. I want this. I want it. I'll do anything for it. It's like how girls want to have children. They go and have children, and their mothers scare them. And they say all sorts of things about how hard it is. But everyone gives birth. Everyone does it. And they get up at night. They scare them, yes, like it's something new, yes. Oh, buying a new apartment. It's very hard, very expensive. You have to pay. Work, I don't know. Getting a new education, that's very hard. But this card says, this is my goal. This is my dream. I want everything. I have it all laid out here. The star also says that this will go even further, not just for a year. If the sun card means at least a month, a year is considered the maximum. Well, maybe it could be a bit longer, yes. But the star, yes, it can take you somewhere even much, much farther away. This story. And here you will definitely be working on some of your own talents. Talents in communication, talents in interaction, talents. Well, let's pull out one more card. Some professional ones. You've gotten fixated on something. You're thinking about something right now. Well, sometimes it shows work directly, but not all of us are working, right? Someone is fulfilled at home with their children. Someone is already retired. And someone is self-employed. But here the anchor then shows thoughts. meaning you're already thinking about them now. But there will clearly be two more surprises. They will be added to your thoughts. So that's the story here. Well, of course, the anchor shows a profession or work. Let's ask this way. What do you need to know? What important thing is approaching you that you need to be aware of? What you need to know is that you will have helpers. Storks. Or maybe it's your family. Well, a nest, yes. Or maybe you will be a helper for your own. But storks always bring improvement. They always bring improvement just like a ship. Although a ship brings a lot of excitement.
ні. А
Storks. Sometimes flights of some kind or a lot of conversations at a distance. What you need to know is that either you will be helping someone or someone will be helping you. In general, the concern here will be the same. Concern about the same thing. Even if you are at a distance, you are still worried about the same thing, something you share together. What you need to know is that the Cancer card comes up here. Maybe it's really a Cancer person who will help you. And the person may be, oh, Cancer rules the fourth house in the horoscope, which directly means real estate. It's the mother, maybe, if your mother, God willing, is alive, and may she have many more years of life. Maybe it's you as a mother, it's family. Jupiter rules.
да.
Well, some sensitive, caring person can help you, or you will help, because this person is like family to you, or maybe even is family. Or, as I said, it could also be real estate. A shell, yes, because Cancer rules the fourth house of the horoscope. It could be real estate, homeland, by the way, homeland as well. I will help a loved one in my homeland, yes. Or if someone is far away, someone from afar might help me here in my homeland. That can also happen. What else do you need to know? Everything will be fine if you help your loved ones, or ask your loved ones for help, talk, communicate, and take care of each other. Look, both the storks and Cancer, these are caring cards. Very caring. Well, you can also include caring for your home here, for your homeland, for your family. Something like that is here. This will really improve everything. That's what you need to know about what's coming your way. Yes. Well, for some people it's about their home, their beloved family. Here it's really the ring. Yes, in general, some kind of marital relationships will begin. Yes, storks will start to appear. Or some family property will be acquired. This can also be linked to Cancer. Here, that is, marriages or children will start. Look, it's really a family, you could say. This is a partnership card to buy. If there is any real estate here, it will definitely be inherited because it is something kept in the family. It's not just something you buy and then resell. No, it will be directly. Well, this is some kind of cycle, a very important one, and a cycle of kindness. I don't know, but what you need to know about this cycle is that it's approaching you. A cycle of kindness, mutual help, and support. I don't know. Maybe it's about setting up a family nest, or even if it's some kind of investment property. Well, maybe for someone, yes. But this is exactly how care and love will be shown. After all, we also show care through money. We're all living here on Earth, and without money, sorry, it's just not possible. As they say, you can't live on kind words alone. What do you need to know? Well, that a lot of things won't be visible. There's already some growth happening now. The family tree came up here, but it just stands there at night. Yes, it's slow at night. It seems like nothing is growing or moving, but the tree itself is very good. Its energy, it's still being filled with life, health, and prosperity. Yes, maybe we don't see it, but we feel it. And you definitely feel it. This cycle of changes, connected with relatives, with family, maybe in your homeland. Yes, you already feel this cycle of changes moving in a healthy direction. Because something happened here, and you have already changed something. Well, take a look at what we have here. Where is the growth going? Where is this cycle heading? To the house. The house card came up. This means real estate, family members at home, comfort, stability, and coziness. What else do you need to know? Well, that's exactly what you need to know. Well, someone might get a key to the house. Key people. You'll be with them in the house. All right, let's draw the last card. Let's put it on the ring. I'll put the key on the house. The key to the house. Yes, I put the key on the house.
Uh,
And on the ring, what kind of cycle is it? A cycle of strength. The cycle of strength begins. Recovery, growth, and strength of spirit begin. Well, that's the story. Some changes, some helpers, and that's it. Okay, the last card for the helpers. And this is your significator. And if you are a woman, then things will not improve for you throughout your life. And help is coming to you here. If you are a man, then a woman will help you with this. That's the story here. Just take a look at this. This is your significator. Most of the viewers are girls, about 98% yes. So this reading is just for you. Everything will get better for the woman, in her family, at home, with her loved ones. Yes, slowly, yes, something like that. Well, you see how it is. Stability, growth, prosperity, some key events. That's what it is.
Сім'я,
Family, growth, my life force, my energy, yes. Home, real estate, strength. That was your reading for today. Thank you for being with me today. Please like and leave comments. It's easy for you and will make me really happy. Subscribe if you haven't already. All the links to the main page of the channel are in the description box. There are a lot of different video readings there.